We're back.
It feels so good to hear that. Oh
Boys are
man.
back in town. Boys are back in town.
Oh man, how long has this been? It
Oh.
feels like it's been an absolute age. We
So
got
long.
stuck in a
Oh.
dark period for the old Don't Be a Hero podcast. We went so AWOL to the point that social media just was dropped.
Oh, and do you know?
For
do you know how?
weeks.
Do you know how many people inquired about our health and well-being during that time?
Who?
Zero, my friend. Absolutely none of you got in touch just to check that we were alive or check that the podcast was dead. The only person who I can say reached out is our good friend Lee from Lights
I
Camera
know.
Run.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Who is coming over to the UK, my ad?
Soon.
That's next
Very
week.
soon.
Next
Yeah.
week he's coming over. Oh, the
my
week
God.
after. But yeah. So thank you very much, everybody. We know you've missed us tremendously. Thanks.
Oh
to
yeah,
all
no,
the
it's nice
fan
to know we've
emails.
been missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even
Strong.
Bob emailed.
No. No. Bob from Belgium's fucked right off.
Where's that guy on?
Don't know where he's disappeared to.
We were getting like life updates from that guy. Where is he now?
I know. I want to know. I'm sure he had a girl on the go, but I can't remember. her
Yeah,
name.
that's the last time
But
we heard from him. That he got a
I'd love-
girlfriend.
I'd love to know what the latest is, Bob. So if you're listening to randomly listening to this, get back in touch, mate. Do let us know. How are you, Matt?
Mate, I don't know. There are too many words to describe the last few weeks for me. So I've been off on a job, a little tour of theatre, which has been delightful, hot, very warm. I will say the hottest of what I've experienced in terms of outdoor theatre, but then particularly it was challenging, brilliant, fun, crazy. It's been a very intense few weeks. Hence why a lot of this hasn't happened as well, because we've been trying to link up for weeks and it just never really happened. I got like really ill, and then I somehow through the middle of this tour kind of got burnt out completely. And then was dealing with burnout while doing other things and being busy. And I, my voice is still tired, really. But like, I think it's really nice to have that finished. And now to kind of like come back onto this, do the things that's kind of the constants. And that's, I think, probably part of me is what I've really struggled with this burnout, is that all of my constants weren't constants. It was just this one thing that I had to do that became a new routine. And I was like, I don't want it to be a new routine. I already have routines. And it was like adding on to something that already I had. And, in terms of like constancies and like routines. So it was weird. But good to be back. Good to have you beside me once again.
Always beside you, my friend. Always beside you. But yeah, what a time of both our lives.
I know. How are you, man? How are you? You're weeks away from becoming a dad, man.
Any minute now, mate. Any minute now. That she's ready to blow, mate. Ready to blow. But yeah, it's gonna happen soon. I'm enjoying every ounce of the non-crying sleeping
silence,
element. Yeah, the silence. I mean,
You
not
take
sleeping.
that silence in.
Not really sleeping. But she's got a pregnant pillow on the go. Pregnancy pillow.
Oh yeah.
Worst fucking thing anyone could have created.
Have you used it?
Have I used it? No,
Yeah.
I haven't had a fucking chance to use it, man.
It's the V-shaped thing, isn't it?
No, hers is like a snake, mate. It's like it goes down the entire length of the bed, right? And it's a fucking snake made up of 3 different pillows, long old pillows, and just got an achievement on my watch for standing. I don't know about you, Apple Watch, but I'm
So distracted.
I'm sat down right now, mate. But yeah, I think that's early. But yeah, I can't. What was I saying? A pregnancy pillow. Yeah, it's just long. It takes up a lot of room. Fuck if I had an opportunity to use it. This is what I don't understand, right? So we're going to antenatal classes now, or we have been. They've subsequently finished, but and a lot of the men in the group are like, yeah, but have you tried it? It's lovely. I'm like, guys, how? Like, I must be living a different life. I haven't had an opportunity to try it. If I try and even poach that for a second, Sophie would kill me. So I don't know. All I know is that I get woken up about 2 a.m. in the morning by a pregnancy pillow to the face just as she goes to the toilet for the 15th time in the evening. So, I mean, that is the only experience I've had of pregnancy pillow. Is getting slapped in the noggin.
Thing is, like, and this is what I found. So with that pregnancy pillow, once that baby is born, the pregnancy pillow isn't used that much.
Thank
fuck.
Then
you can either get rid of it or do what I did, try it out. And I found it being quite comfortable. Quite a comfortable little sleep. Different dynamic.
Get my own back. Is what you're saying.
Back. Oh, get your own back.
Now who's using half the bed?
Yeah, exactly.
About 3/4 of the bed, I should say. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that, and do you know what else I can't wait to get rid of? Is the little bouncy ball that is taking up half my living room as well.
Yes, that's
huge, great bouncy ball. Incredibly supportive partner, I may add. Obviously, just a disclaimer.
Pop that bad boy.
To all of the, before I get lots and lots of hate mail to say, well, I fucking do not understand what we go through. Trust me, I know what you go through. Very difficult not to understand what you go through.
Do you know what?
Trust me.
I cannot wait for the stories when this baby is here. You're going to be coming back onto this podcast a different man. The anecdotes, dear listener, are going to be absolutely off the chain. It's going to be great.
The biggest fear that I have is around poo. My gag reflex is terrible. Like COVID will fuck me right up. The little tickle at the back of the throat, that fucked me up. The nose fucked me up. Smells of farts have been known to make me gag, Matt.
You're fucked, mate. You are absolutely fucked.
Absolutely, honestly, when that first poo emerges and it's all over the back, all over the crack, all over the stomach,
oh my God.
I'm gonna need a sit bucket, and if anyone is in the local area during that time, you're gonna have a fucking hoot. You're gonna be pissing yourself.
Okay, have you looked at something called meconium poo?
Now I've heard of meconium poo.
You're going to endure, and this is the first poos that a baby have, basically. So it's basically like the food that they ingest while the baby's in utero. Meconium poos, man, they are a sight to behold. It is. You're gonna be fucked. I can't wait. Oh, we need to document it. Oh, it's gonna be great.
I'm gonna go away to another room and be like, don't worry, people. I've got this, right? I'm gonna come back with a baby that is more dirty than when I took it out, purely on the basis that I'm gonna have been sick over it. It's gonna be covered in my sick and its own shit.
My children.
That's what I'm worried about.
My children, both children actually, have pooed, picked up their poo, and given it to me.
No. No, Matt. This is not what I want to be hearing. This
is what you're going to enjoy, man.
This is...
Oh, mate,
it genuinely brings me fear. Every other part of parenting, I can do. I can do it all, right? I love it. Talking to them about the most sensitive of topics, helping them out when they're going through depression or sadness or whatever. Right? I could deal with all that. I could deal with them punching me in the face or slapping me or whatever it might be. What I can't deal with is the poo, Matt, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
This is going to be amazing. Oh my God, dear listener, strap yourselves in. This is kind of like getting back on the train here. We've missed pretty much all of June, let's say.
June was a write-off for this podcast.
It was an absolute write-off. Can't apologise anymore, but I tend, in terms of the 5 people that are probably watching on a weekly basis, we are going to do a quick little rundown on all the news very quickly before we do our review for today's episode. All of the things that have kind of happened. So I've just went to ChatGPT and I've asked a little roundup, the 10 things that have kind of happened, one of which is a spoiler for what we're going to talk about. So I'm just going to leave that out. So we'll do 9. But do you want me to literally fire through these?
Let's fire. Give a little bit of space after each one, just in case there's something to say. But if there isn't.
All right. So these are the wonderful things that Me and Forrest have missed in terms of the MC news that have dropped in the month of June. At number 1, Ironheart debuts and marks the end of Phase 5.
End of Phase 5? Did we know it was going to be the end of Phase 5?
I think we did. We just never spoke about it.
Okay, all right.
I don't think we ever did. The second one is a spoiler for the MCU. I'm not going to say what it is. Ooh. Number 3 is that Thunderbolts hits digital. So the ensemble anti-hero film, it's now out from the 1st of July, so that's already passed. And it will be physically in media on the 29th of July. Streaming on Disney Plus, expected mid-August, apparently. So Thunderbolts on 4. Thunderbolts underwhelms at the box office.
Oh.
Does it matter? It was still, like, honestly, I don't give a shit anymore.
Right?
It was a great movie. I thought it was a great MCU movie. And again, against the kind of all the shit that's going through the MCU, that was actually a decent movie. And can we just accept that it was a decent movie, whether it was a success or not?
If we're worried about the success of that movie, I'm just gonna show this.
Yeah, point proven. Red Hulk. Look at the piece of shit that is.
I mean, but what I have to say urgently after Matt's just done that, Elodie, thank you so much. This is a fantastic present. The joke is that this is probably one of the most controversial and shittest members of the MCU family. You weren't to know that, and actually,
Elodie, you weren't to know that.
It's beautiful.
Great.
And I love Hulk. So
stunning.
You've smashed it in many ways.
And I know Elodie as well, and I know that Elodie must have thought really hard on that present for you.
100%.
Like, she must have really considered exactly what she was. Do you know what? I'll give him that, because I know that's what he likes. You know.
Yeah.
And you've spoken about Hulk before. She's not to know whether there's a green or a red Hulk or a. Do you know what I mean?
She's absolutely. She saw Red Hulk. She thought, Forrest will like that. And did I like it? Yes, I did. I loved it. It's a great addition to my table now. Simple as that, really.
So we have also in number 5, we had the final trailer of Fantastic Four: First Steps. This is coming to us in end of July, isn't it? We've got Superman first, haven't we? And then and Fantastic Four is coming later. But on June the 4th, we had the final trailer for Fantastic Four. Do you know what? I don't actually think I've seen it all the way through. I've seen clips through reels and stuff, but not actually took time to sit and watch it. But I will do that soon. It's been the screen testings and everything, all that. It's been very positive. I do think this is going to be an absolute smash. I think I don't want to talk about, because I'd spoken about it before in previous weeks and podcasts and stuff. But like, if we're looking in the comparison against Superman and Fantastic Four in success, you know that Fantastic Four is going to do better. I think it will be a better movie. I think Superman's got something to sort of prove, but then it also, I think it's going to breed a different type of Superman audience, which then inherently is going to piss off a lot of other people that are Superman fans. But number 6, fan outcry, and I didn't know about this, outcry over Johnny Storm's hair CGI.
Wow.
So according to Cinema Blend, a viral reaction to the new Fantastic Four teaser focused on CGI misfires, especially Johnny Storm's hair, sparking a heated fan debate. Now, is this just because it's Joseph Quinn playing the role? There's a big kind of fandom around him. I said he comes with a bit of fandom, fandom. He's got a fandom, that dominate the chats. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what that one is. Number 7, Phase 6 animated slate is announced. We kind of already knew this. Eyes of Wakanda dropping on the 27th of August, and Marvel Zombies is arriving on the 3rd of October.
That's Marvel Zombies. What is that?
I mean, yeah, but also it's like going into Phase 6 as well. I'm not including that into a phase. It's just an animation thing. We've got this Spider-Man Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated series that's coming out. That's already been out, since early this year, and I've been watching with Haley. It's good. It's fun. It's good for, again, younger audiences. But like, I wouldn't slate it within the phases. I would keep the phases to the TV shows and the films that are intertwined.
I thought they were doing that anyway. I thought that was the whole point. They were going to be really, clear about what was what, but clearly not.
I don't know. And then we've got, this is more exciting, number 8, Vision Quest and Wonder Man is in production. So according to Wikipedia, it says here, but Vision Quest began filming in London and it's set to release in 2026. And Wonder Man is slotted for December 25, which is not far away. If they're saying it's in production now and it's coming out in December, I don't know, mate. It's a pretty tight schedule there. Pretty tight schedule.
Vision Quest. So the rumor I heard, don't know if they completely confirmed it. I believe they did. Vision Quest will be the last TV series.
Yes.
That features like the film
hitters. People.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
that'll be good.
I think we have spoken about this. It is a good shout. I think it's we need to start differentiating the TV and the movie thing because it just hasn't worked. The intertwining of it, they're trying to keep it all threaded through. It just hasn't worked for global audiences, casual fans that just haven't watched that type of thing. I think Loki was probably the big tell around it because in hindsight, you could have quite easily have made Loki a movie. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You could have made that a whole movie. So I think there's just kind of, it's a good shout because we've got to move forward. These big hitters have got to lead the blockbusters going forward. And then you've got, who we're going to be talking about in a moment, those types of series that will just play into its own little vibe. Number 10, don't know this one at all. So Dazzler, casting rumours heat up. Again, according to cinemablend.com, rumours suggest that Sabrina Carpenter may be playing Dazzler in the MCU, tying the upcoming X-Men content like Avengers Doomsday.
Right. Is Sabrina Carpenter known for her acting, is she?
Disney, isn't she? Disney girl.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean,
Disney or Nickelodeon, one of those. I don't know.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Was she in what movie she was in? She was in. What was she in? That song Pitch Perfect. Was she in Pitch Perfect?
Was she in Pitch Perfect? Was she Sabrina Carpenter? Did not know that. All right. Take your word for it.
Pitch Perfect. Sabrina Carpenter.
So Dazzler is a superheroine appearing, often associated with the X-Men. She first appeared in Uncanny X-Men. Mutant with the ability to convert sound vibrations into light and energy beams. Okay, so they're going to use the fact she's a singer within that. That makes sense. That works.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
Fucking why not? Let's just
Could you imagine at this point, you and I, just like if we've been working for Disney and MCU for like 10 plus years, we've gone through phase 3, 4, now we're coming at the end of 5, and we just sat there and like, oh, what about Sabrina Carpenter? Do you know what, K-Dog? Yeah, fine.
Why not?
At this point, mate, we just like lounged back in our seats. We're like 8 cans down in like beer, and we're just like, fucking hell, mate. Yeah, fine. Just get Taylor Swift in, why not? I mean, just, at this point,
Sabrina. Do you know what I'd have said if we were in that room, Matt, and I'd have piped up, you'd have said all of that, and then I'd have piped up and gone, Kevin, just a word of advice. We're bringing Sabrina Carpenter. I reckon in the same scene, let's bring Harry Styles back with a troll.
Yeah.
Let's have 2 musicians in the scene, got Dazzler, and then we can have Thanos' son. Don't know if they're in the same comic, but let's bring them together, see what happens. Thanos versus the X-Men.
And then after that, I'd go, so I tell you what, K-Dog, we've got this Ironheart thing coming out, haven't we, at some point? Yeah. I tell you what, and I'll pat my hand on like your shoulder, like put my arm around you and you go, you know what Forrest is like? And K-Dog's like, what? You know what Forrest is like. You know who he loves. And he's like, who? Come on, Big O. What? Big O? Obadiah. What about Obadiah? I tell you what, we should introduce Obadiah's son in Ironheart. And then that, my friends, is the perfect segue to announce that we're going to be reviewing the first 3 episodes of Ironheart. I don't think we've rolled the intro, so I think we probably should do that now. And we'll start talking about episode 1 to 3 of Ironheart.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Here we are.
We're here to talk about more MCU.
MCU the Ironheart.
Okay, all right. Are we here? We're in the room. We've got another MCU TV show to talk about. People have been talking about it already. We're a little bit late to the game. The spoilers left, right, and centre. No, we've had the ending spoiled. We're not, And in all fairness, this will be probably the most casual review you'll probably encounter on your podcast streams anywhere.
Yeah.
But coming off the back of Eyes of Wakanda. Yes. No. Black Panther.
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. Thank you very much. Because Eyes of Wakanda is the animated series. Yeah. Wakanda Forever. Riri Williams goes to MIT, goes to college after this internship, in brackets internship, to sort of build the iron suit. Goes to MIT. Basically, when we start off as well, we see. Do you know what? This is the thing. Like it's not. I imagined, for some reason, in my brain, I was like, oh, we'll get to see her build the iron suit. I was like, oh no. She did that. She did that in the other movie. She did that in Black Panther. She literally made it. I mean, it's literally in there. It's in the movie. And she flies around. She uses it and everything.
Yeah.
It's all there. Why did she go?
Part of that movie.
Yeah, pretty big. Why does she need to go to MIT though? I don't understand. Pretty intelligent.
Because and well, we'll talk about it. But she also needs money and resources.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in all fairness, she didn't really need to go to MIT because she got kicked out immediately. So we had no MIT-ness.
Yeah, that's true. She didn't need university vibe, did we? No.
Didn't need it at all, really, actually. So she's out. She just needed money. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because technically, she already had that knowledge. As you say, she'd made the suit. So it seems it's quite late to then go, oh, well, I might as well educate myself. I've made the thing that I've been meaning to make. So let's go back to school and find out how I do it. Okay. All right. Yeah, that checks out somewhere.
Riri Williams, in the comics, there is this shared dream that she wants to surpass Tony Stark. She uses the impetus of Tony Stark. This is the thing. It's funny because, like, we've spoken to Nikolai. We've spoken to the guy on this planet Earth that genuinely is going to, and I genuinely mean, he's embodying Tony Stark. If you haven't seen the podcast, listen to it. The last interview episode we have with Nikolai, the Tech Master, aka the Tech Master, you can find him on social media. Huge, gone viral not too long ago. Still absolute smashing hits. He's honestly, and our reels kicked off during his little dark period. I want to actually, in all fairness, massive shout out to him because he's kept our content alive through those reels these past few weeks, and it's been very much appreciated while we've been a little bit dark. He's the embodiment of Tony Stark, but we've got this kind of like different kind of like capacity of kind of like, it's not wanting to be Tony Stark, it's to surpass the way the science is used.
Yeah.
But it's not really explained that well in this. At all, really. We don't really have that it's not a plot point. And I thought it was a plot point, and I always thought that this was kind of like the crux foundation of like the character's motives. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something else there, dear listener, that you know more about than I do. But we just go straight into grief because of Riri's best friend Natalie, who is dead, and then this kind of goes across the episodes, but like the way she's dealing with grief, and then this is when I go, what the fuck? I don't understand. So she's created some AI.
Yeah.
And through her grief, the AI reacted in a way that then transferred a visual projection of Natalie in front of her.
She used her brain. She used the energy from her brain to create an AI But
Yeah.
because her brain was so kind of fixated on what's happened to Natalie, it then made an AI of Natalie.
But I don't. But how? What? How?
So she tapped the coding into this machine.
Yeah.
The coding's there, but it needs power to generate this AI, right? So she used her brain, little stickers on her head, and used her brain power to then create the AI.
So the AI. Oh, and this is what she's. Oh man, and this is me figuring it out as we go along because I've now just realised there was a scene in episode 2 where she's kind of like, "Oh, you know my emotions," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so she's projected her emotions into and memories
the whole
into.
thing. That's why it's Natalie in the first place.
Do you know what? I've just completely U-turned my thought on that. That's actually quite clever.
So, because there is another scene that happens in episode 2 where she is explaining to Duppy Bollocks, aka Obadiah's son, John.
Yeah.
Is it John?
I think so. Yeah.
Member of his gang. No, John's not in the gang. Fucking hell. Names, mate. Names.
Here we go.
Too many names to think of. Who is the wet lettuce?
Parker. John's death. John.
Parker. Maybe no, not Parker. Parker's the hood. No, I think it might be John. Manny Montana. Is that the guy?
Here we go.
No, that is not him.
Name.
Oh my god.
Dominique. No, Dominique is Thorn.
Obadiah.
Zeke. His name is Zeke.
Is it?
Zeke's identity as Obadiah Stain's son. Yeah.
Ezekiel. Yeah. Fab.
Yep.
Fab. So fucking hell. He is. There's a scene between Zeke and Riri where Zeke says, because do you remember Riri's like speaking on behalf of a friend. If a friend used their brain power to create an AI. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah,
He's like giving, they're in the little lab and then she's fixing the suit up, which happens about 10 times during these 3 episodes. And it's going to become a very boring motif if that happens every single episode. It's like these are the same setup episodes every time.
It literally is.
So we'll depart away from how the AI is done. We discovered that. Let's talk about the format of the episodes. Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto online?
Yeah, I did.
Right? It is basically Grand Theft Auto Online, right? So you've decided you're going to do a heist, right? And as part of the heist, you have to do 3 or 4 missions to set up for the heist. You do that in the group, but occasionally the group will go off and do their own thing. And then when you get ready for the heist, you all come together.
Come back together.
Click a button, and boom, you're on the heist. End of heist. End of episode. Every episode has been set up for the heist. Basically, Riri creating the same suit she's made in the previous 2 episodes. This is already made, so why does she keep needing to make it?
We have in turn
just
watched somebody play GTA Online.
Yeah,
with an iron suit.
100%. The most simple. Whoever's written this, right? Most simple formula ever written. I've ever seen. I'm like, nothing else happens in an episode other than that formula.
That's so true. That's so true. I mean, I found myself switching off. Particularly, I think episode 3 I was a little bit more locked in, but like episode 1 and 2, man, Jesus, oh God, like I don't know. There's just again, it might be just a TV thing, man. At this point, I'm not even gonna go poor script, poor scenes, poor acting, poor blah blah blah. Like no, at this point, I'm just thinking maybe it's just the TV format. The fact that we've got these 45-minute episodes where there are no stakes. I do not know this character at all, really. Yeah, we've had this character in a blockbuster movie, but it was a side supporting character that didn't really, if you collected all the freaking minutes together, probably had about 15 minutes of screen time. Like, and we're meant to then follow a grand story at 45 minutes per episode. Like, really?
I don't. it's the gang as well, right? So we
Who are
met
these people?
Rampage, Slug, Clown, Jerry, Zelma. I've got no reason to care about any of these people. They've just rocked up out of nowhere. And their introduction, right? Episode 1 is horrendously
Really bad.
Put together. Because their introduction is just like, bang, here's a group. Okay. And Riri's now in a lift, not panicking at all. Like, she's completely met this guy for 2 seconds, gone into a random building, gone into a lift. The guy's talking through the lift. There's poison in the lift. She ain't worried. I'm like, it's the most passive piece of television I've ever seen in my life.
But then also, I don't know. All I know is that at that point, which is prior to it, we have Riri that is grieving. She gets kicked out of college. She needs to raise money to fix her suit and enhance her suit. That's all her motives are at the moment. She then goes and finds these people to go, these people I can earn some money with these people. They're immediately shifty, dodgy people. Surely there's another way of doing it. I know she finds them all quite sketchy and she's trying to figure them all out and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know who you are, Riri. So I don't know if you're like the person who'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go do some sketchy shit. Because I don't care who it is. I'm not going to say I'm a good person. I'm not going to say I'm a bad person. This is in between person. It's like, no, I don't even know what type of person you are at all, let alone understand why you're making these motives to go and team up with these people that aren't necessarily good people. And they're acting like these like Robin Hood characters as well. And it's like, okay. And like moving it to Chicago as well. I understand why they've put it in Chicago and that's where she's from. And they've moved it into that location, obviously out of New York for obvious reasons. But like, again, just because I've been watching The Bear, right? The Bear's set in Chicago. There is something really quite authentic in an aesthetic about Chicago. It just doesn't feel like it is in Chicago. It feels like it's in New York or any kind of like generic American city. Like there's loads of other things. The other thing is the orange sepia kind of like glaze over every shot. It's just
a bit
meh.
I'd also serious shout out to the social services because honestly, her mother, Ronnie, the worst mother I think I've ever seen. I mean,
the fuck? Yeah.
Your daughter's making all kinds of fucking shit, mate. She knocks on the door. Her daughter answers the door in a very cagey way. She goes, "Have you got a boy in there?" "No." "Have you got a girl in there?" "No." "All right, I'll leave you to it." The fuck? Your daughter's making like pieces of kit where there's just no motherhood there. I mean, I know Riri's she's not young in this. She ain't fucking. She's not old. She's what are we talking? Early 20s? I mean, maybe not even that. I don't even know. The American education system's a little bit different to us. So she could be like 19, maybe 18.
Yeah, I'd say that about that.
I mean, definitely not old enough. Well, definitely young enough to live at home. That's for certain. And therefore, Ronnie, you got some serious parenting to do, mate. Come on now.
It feels like, I mean, I'm looking at ChatGPT's. They do like it's done like a bottom line of episode 1, and I've just read one bit, and I'm like, what? Shall I read it out to you?
Oh, read it to me.
So it kind of like rounds off like episode 1 in terms of what it kind of like looks at in terms of origin of the story. So it says opens with a deeply personal lens on loss and longing.
Right.
Did you feel like that any of that was deeply personal?
No. Well, I mean, again, the structure. We never met Natalie.
We don't know who Natalie is. So how is the audience going to feel a sense of deep longing with Riri? That's my question. We don't get it. Anchors. The next one is anchors Riri in a real world stakes with financial pressure and family grief.
Right.
From a real world perspective, maybe. Launches her into moral complexity via a deal with high stakes thieves.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, high stakes thieves.
High stakes. And delivers a poignant twist within her grief engineered an AI companion, Natalie. So that's the one thing there is that's what intrigues me. I think initially I'm now learning what you were just saying there about the AI thing with Natalie. I'm now a little bit more bought into it, and I think that's the hook of the story going forward. But they'll round it off in this bottom bit. It says it positions the series as a smart, emotionally driven spin on Iron Man, rooted in a young black woman's struggle for greatness and healing.
Right. Okay.
The weight of that's a very weighted sentence. I don't feel I should not say I don't feel an ounce of weight. It's like the weight is there, but like I don't understand why the weight is there.
No.
And yeah.
So
no. Well, it's what it's about. It's like I'm trying not to understand. We don't understand off the episode one. Out of the episode one, there's all this grief, this loss, there's all this the wanting money, financial pressures. In the suburbs of Chicago, working class families, black working class families, and that's all in there, but not really fully understanding on the offset the why. And I'm hoping, and again, I think we've got it in a slight drip, but I think in terms of just the Natalie perspective, but I think in everything else, the why. And it's really hard because I think this is where all these TV series, particularly in the MCU, haven't really done very well. Because apart from Moon Knight, maybe, because I think Moon Knight told the personality of our character, our hero, or vigilante, however you want to say it, as a focus point, and we learnt from a personal perspective of Moon Knight. But in this, there are so many external factors in Riri's life and other characters that are playing into it that have been immediately introduced, and that it goes for all these I would argue don't put in the Parker's team until episode 2.
100%.
Let's learn about Riri
one
first.
For me would have been Riri and Natalie. I wanted to see Natalie's death at the end of episode 1.
Exactly.
I should have spent the whole episode understanding why those two were absolutely we should have had it could have had them at 14, then flash forward 2 years, seeing them at 16, seeing pivotal milestones in their life, and then boom, Natalie dies at the end of episode 1. Right? Because then those milestones could have been wrapped back round with the whole AI brain thing, because we could have had flashbacks to that episode where we saw these things happen and why she was so pivotal in Riri's life, right? I also want to raise something with you, Matt. If we ignore that Natalie is her best friend, right? And we say she was her sister, what difference does this story have, right? Thinking about Riri specifically, when compared to Shuri from Black Panther?
I don't think it.
Shuri, young black woman, creates her own suits, very skilled with tech.
Yeah.
Lost her brother.
Oh, yeah, mate, it's no different.
The grief of her brother has driven her to do things she wouldn't ordinarily do. She nearly kills a person.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, are we just watching the same plot unfold? I mean, we literally and arguably Shuri and Latita are a fucking far better character, and insanely better. Shuri is an amazing character, right?
Yeah.
Riri, it's just it's like a copy of it for young people, even though Shuri was young herself. It's just the same order. I don't understand it.
It's like they've just, like you say, they've copied and pasted it into this kind of but it's now in a real world circumstance. It's not around Wakanda where there's vibranium and it's all this blockbuster cinematicness around it. This is real. It's but okay, but it's the same story. It's the same story.
Yeah, it's about It's just I'm just like right, okay.
You're telling me superheroes haven't experienced loss? Every superhero we have ever really encountered with has experienced grief and loss.
Yeah. It's there's just nothing unique about this. There's nothing unique about this. Any of the unique elements of it, or the elements of it that like primarily black cast was done with Black Panther, and that was exceptional. And that isn't. And what I'm not saying by that is that no other show or film within MCU features black characters. Captain America does exactly that, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, and this is so much the same character. So I'm like, where's the differences there? What are we about to engage with as a viewer that's going to be dramatically different? I'm like, and the real neighborhood, sorry, Matt, but the real neighborhood for a young woman, right? So real neighborhood element, exactly what we got with oh my god, who's the oh my god, she uses light. It's all about light, and it was a young girl. Oh my god, young girl loves Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Right. So real, like, as in that was a real neighborhood. We saw a real family.
Yeah.
We saw,
We've seen it. Yeah.
We've seen all of these concoctions. So many, and there's so many Marvel characters to choose from
Hawkeye,
that we haven't seen. Yeah. Howard
Bishop.
the Duck.
But like it's this young Avenger. We go back to this young Avengers situation, like, and you can tell that they're feeding into this young Avengers. It could almost be just a and I'm not saying this is as a gripe. It's not a gripe at all. I think it's something that actually I'll be quite intrigued about. But if the young Avengers was consisted of just female superheroes, amazing, brilliant. But like, we've got all these perspectives that are telling the same story. And that's the issue. It's not the characters, it's not the people playing the characters. It's you've got this brilliantly diversified cast, you've got this, and that's all in there, but at the end of the day, the first thing is the narrative. The first thing is the plot. And the plot, like you say, and we've just explained it multiple times, is effectively a copy of other people's journeys. Shuri lost. Kate Bishop had loss. We've had loss with Miss Marvel. We've had loss with even Captain Marvel as well had loss. Like every superhero has a sense of loss, whether that's in real time or in the past or whatever, even in the future in some cases. So it's about what are we doing that's different? And and I think you've got this kind of like, you've got this young girl, really smart young girl who's doing all this tech stuff. I would have loved to have seen more of that. This is what I'm seeing in that first episode. And we've been focusing on it for too long now because we've got other episodes to talk about. But like that first episode in MIT with Natalie while she was still alive, seeing her build her, build her portfolio, build these bits of tech, seeing how intelligent she is. It's not like we didn't get it in Wakanda Forever. We did, but we didn't get it in this circumstance. And also the audience, some audiences will be watching this for the first time not knowing that she was in that movie. Yeah, I mean, hey, this Disney, this is Marvel. They don't want to try something new just yet.
No. But at least we've got a really fun group with Parker and the gang.
Well, I mean, you say fun. I'm marginally intrigued by Parker, but I think that's only just because of the lore that's behind this cape. And now, well, we all know what's going to happen. But like, I think the kind of the mysteriousness around that. But that's the only, and I say hook lightly, slight hook around it for me. Every other character within that, it's just very superficial, right? It's just like heist team. Hey, heist team. Who's the tinker? Who's the thinker? Who's the tech whiz? Who's the person that's coming up with the plans? It's just stereotype. Yep, stereotype. All right, generalizing character here. Generalized character here. Okay.
Yeah. It's, boring.
Yes.
So second episode they do a heist. Second episode they do a heist to a person that we don't meet. We just see a TV article where they talk about underground driving, and then there's a whole heist around it. and then basically Parker's using it as a means to get some money.
Yeah,
but we're not really quite sure what Parker's got against this specific firm compared to any other firm that's operating in the same area. But there we are.
That's it. That's literally it.
That's it. Like, literally, we're giving no context as to why Parker's gone for this group whatsoever. We see the woman on TV once, and then the next thing is sat in a car.
Yep.
I mean, sorry, Matt, but tell me anything else. Oh, actually, no. In all fairness to that episode, we do meet another character. We meet John, who at that time in that episode we know nothing about, and he's got a really weird friendship all of a sudden with Riri. Riri couldn't give a shit.
No, she went straight in. No, not mine. Not my guy.
Yeah, not my scene whatsoever.
Not my scene.
Thank you, Mr. Drip. But I will see you. I'll see you soon, mate. Yeah, absolute. But in classic Marvel territory, we're going to meet this guy, and then we're going to keep seeing him, even though he's got nothing to do in this whole episode. Because what they want us to do is watch this episode like a fucking idiot and go, "Oh, this guy must be important." He's done nothing. He's done nothing so far, but because he's in every 5 minutes of this 40-minute episode, clearly he's going to have important. He's going to have a big thing coming up in a few episodes' time. By which point we've lost the will to fucking live. Should we go to episode 3?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that happens in episode 2 is we have the gun trauma aftermath thing. So as they flee, Natalie glitches while confronted within gunfire. Riri takes Sue the magical bullet. From Parker's hood powers, and then so we see this kind of like AI thing that happens. But again, yep, that's it. Episode 3.
Episode 3. You liked episode 3, right?
I say liked, as in it was the best one out of these 3.
You had a small intrigue in episode 3.
only because when it got to going to do going to the what was the place that they went to? What was it called? It reminded. I thought it was like what was it called?
Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets. Heirloom targets heirloom. Floating. It's a floating agritech complex, basically. And rolls that was the bit where I was like, oh yeah, it rolls off the tongue. I was like, oh, okay, the fight sequence is in there, and I just thought just like the action between it was then okay, watchable, and then that was it. And seeing the hood and seeing Parker use these kind of like mysterious powers around the cloak was slightly interesting, slightly engaging. Let's use the word again, but like you say, it was a GTA Online mission.
Mysterious
and powers. There was a speedboat, wasn't there?
There was a speedboat.
Get on a speedboat.
And we found out why we keep seeing our good friend John. We find out in this episode he's Obadiah's son. Oh,
what were your thoughts when you heard Obadiah's name in the MCU, and you've been talking about Obadiah the last 3 years? The theories: Obadiah's Thanos. Obadiah's not dead. He'll be coming back. He'll be a variant of Thanos. And here we hear his name. What are your thoughts?
Did you clock something very big, much bigger than this, in the background when it's revealed who he is?
I didn't know.
So, the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah.
It was in the background of that scene.
The Gauntlet?
Yeah. So when he says about Obadiah, the Gauntlet was in the background of the scene.
I just want to clip that as a reel. Just to fuck with people.
Could you imagine? That would be amazing. I should have said about the theory first, and then I should have said about the Gauntlet.
Well, we can do it again, but like...
Oh, this is brilliant.
It's so good.
To be fair, we could... Yeah, fucking hell, we've well missed April Fools. But that would be amazing.
That is perfect.
We just chucked out a reel of me going, a bit of Did You Know, people? But in the background of that scene... Yeah.
For a split second, I kind of believed you.
I could see your face. You were genuinely
For a split second, I was
you were
like,
taken away with me for about 2 seconds there,
Sorry?
and immediately knew I was full of shit.
yeah.
Um,
But what do you? I mean, it's interesting. So we have this like Riri being this kind of we shouldn't use the word successor because the whole Iron Man's but just using the the Stark tech to create this new suit basically, and then you've got Obadiah's son who is clearly has tried his whole life trying to not become his father, but is still just a very intelligent engineer and has created some really interesting tech. We've got a kind of interesting dynamic within there. Do you think anything else is going to come of that?
no, I think it's just.
Why?
I think it's purely a means to get the likes of me and you interested in this hot pile of otherwise garbage. To link it in the loosest fucking way to the wider MCU. So that we can go, that's a great little throwback. It's not going to be relevant. In what world can it be? Obadiah's not going to come marching in all of a sudden, is he? And even if he fucking does, it'll be the weirdest, randomest fucking feature of him ever. It's just to go, she keeps talking about Tony Stark. Let's have a small little thread of relevance to that. It's honestly, it's winding me up, mate. Winding me up. Kevin Feige was supposed to get rid of this shit. We were supposed to have some good stuff in the MCU. Why did he not just fucking bin this shit? There was so many good things around the corner. We do not need. Even the idea of the Young Avengers is pissing me off now because it's been too long in the making. Just get it done. Get it done.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's bloody annoying, Matt, is we're having the Young Avengers has gone on for 10 and a half. What feels like
they're going to be in their 30s.
10 and a half years, right? They're going to be in their 30s, and yet Doctor Doom has got to emerge from nothing into a whole Avengers movie. Make it make fucking sense. Why do we need Young Avengers taking so long to fucking emerge, and something so pivotal taking 2 seconds? Find a middle fucking ground for all of this, Kevin, for God's sake. Young Avengers should have been done years ago. They've emerged. We get it. We understand it. We don't need shit, little spin-off shit like this just to get some more interest. If there's interest, there's interest. Doctor Doom, we want to... come on. Focus on the goods.
Well, didn't Kamala Khan say at the end of Miss Marvel, in a post-credit scene to Kate Bishop, I'm assembling a team in a best Nick Fury, impersonation. Wasn't that like 4 years ago?
Oh, I think so. And yet, but do you know where that team is? Do you know where that team met up?
Yeah.
They met up in the premises just next door to where Daredevil got his team together. So,
really?
So, yeah, it's really annoying. If they'd have just come out of that store and gone next door, he'd have found loads of Avengers. But unluckily for him, he just had people.
She's like, I just can't find a team. I just can't find superheroes. I don't know where they are.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find.
Literally next fucking door, mate. Oh no! literally, it's fine.
She literally just like walks out, and Red Guardian just walks past. Like, oh no, not him.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Matt Murdock's like, where's all that music coming from? You just see like fucking. Just see.
Yelena just walks past in the car eating a burrito. No. Oh, that was Yelena. No, it wasn't. No, it didn't look like it. I don't think it was her. I don't think. No. Ooh, I'll keep looking. It just Miss Marvel just like.
Was that Nick Fury? I've not seen him for fucking years. No.
No superheroes around, are there? It's taking you know what? It's taken a while to build these Young Avengers. I think I'll wait a bit longer.
Everyone seems to live so far away these days. It's really, you know.
Do you know what? I feel like in my bones, I'm just gonna wait for Riri to upgrade a suit. I'll wait till 2026.
Yeah.
Well, right. Yeah.
She does to appear to be able to upgrade her suit within a 24-hour period, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and let her do 10 suits before I go. Are we ready now? Are we ready for this?
Yeah, we're ready to go now.
Ready for this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, Kate Bishop somewhere. She's fucked off again. Every time I think we've got
First,
everyone together.
She got married. She got kids. I think she's in the 40s now.
Yeah. She's on that What If. She's walking. She was a cowboy in one episode. I can't. But honest to God, I can't keep up. The minute they have them, they just take them away.
Have you heard about the new Avengers and the Thunderbolts? Yeah, no, I mean, well,
we've got the young Avengers, we've got the new Avengers, we've got the Avengers, if Kang was still about, but unfortunately he's not about. We got the X-Men, who are going to be part of the Avengers, but not quite the Avengers, because they've got to have a fight at one point, which means is it going to be Avengers on the X-Men? And then we've also got Fantastic Four, who could be part of the Avengers, or they might go for the new Avengers, because they prefer to be new Avengers than the old Avengers, because the timeline doesn't quite match up. And then somewhere in all of this, you've got Loki looking after all of the branches like a little tree.
Welcome to the state of the MCU. Welcome. And again, isn't that just the most appealing thing for a new cinema goer to go, yeah, do you know what? I'll give something called the MCU a go. I'll come see Fantastic Four. Who are all these people? What's going on?
Yeah, how long do you think it will take for me to catch up on what's going on? I'll give it 12.5 years, I reckon. Yeah,
no wonder people were saying, oh, the Thunderbolts, didn't do very well in the box office. No wonder everything's flopping. No wonder everything, not against the kind of like climate of the cinema, the state of the cinema right now. It is so unstable. Cinema is so unstable. And then let alone, you've got these convoluted stories and they are milking this cow to a point where they're going to lose an entire fan base and they're just going to go hit the reset button. Oh, we'll just do X-Men now. I mean, at this point, no one is going to care. No one's going to care. It's like where Doctor Who's at the moment, right? Doctor Who is at this point where it's like, you've tried to throw something at it. You've tried to throw a new vibe at it. It hasn't worked. There needs to be either another hiatus, another break, or just do superheroes movies in a different way. This is when I think maybe James Gunn might be able to do something, particularly for the fan bases, because yes, it's going to be different, but it's going to breathe something potentially for a new generation. So it's there's so many what ifs and potentialities around it all. But hey, there we go. Right, Ironheart. Right now, we've done the first 3 episodes. We've got 4, 5, and 6 next week. What's your current rating with it, mate?
This is honest to God. What is it? I would say this for Chris rating point of view, because we're not on Chris rating. I missed them. This is like someone. The problem is, I like most crisps, so it's not going to be a good example because I can't think of a crisp that I don't like to make it a good example. But say this is equivalent, and you'll understand what I mean by this, right? This is like saying to your mate, they've gone, Foz, do you want anything from the shop? You're going, yeah. Could you get me some sweet chili sensations, please? Right? And they go, yeah, I'm on it. Don't you worry. Leave it in my capable hands. You've gone to the shop. You've come back and you've gone, here you are. I've opened up the bag full of delight and wonder. In it, chicken sensations. And I've gone, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? This is not, problem is with this example is I like the chicken flavour as well. But imagine I didn't and realise how much of a different curveball it is between those chicken shitty sensations compared to the sweet chili ones.
Oh, mate.
Walker's Sensations got famous because of their sweet chili. Let's be honest. Sweet chili. Chicken is riding on the coattails of the success of the sweet chili sensation. Any other sensation flavour, they're like the worst sibling compared to the sweet chili, right?
Right.
Really, really riding on this example here, Matt. It's a ride or die moment. Anyway,
it really
my
is.
rating, pretty piss poor. What about yours?
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to give it a crisp rating. It's not even crisp. I'm going to say, controversially, It's like somebody picking out a packet of prawn crackers and going, "These are crisps."
Oh,
What? No, they're not. They're prawn crackers. They're
they're
different.
lovely. But
Lovely.
They're different.
But it's not. It's not a crisp. So it's like somebody coming in and going, "No, this is a crisp." No, it's not. Prawn crackers. What are you talking about?
I've got a much better example that I should have said is you've gone Walker Sensation Sweet Chili. Someone's gone, here you are. You've opened them up. Lidl Sweet Chili.
Oh, well, snack rights, whatever they are.
Fuck me. Take your snack rice, shove them up your ass. Don't you dare offend me. Don't you dare say 50p and offend me like that, mate. Come on now.
Lingering smells, isn't it? Horrible.
God, yeah. Fucking all the flavour comes off in your fingers.
Cardboard, mate. Like chewing bloody cardboard.
Jesus
anyway, there we go. Anyway. Ironheart's episode 1 to 3. Your favourite superhero ranters and gripers, disillusioned podcasters.
We're back. We're
back.
Happier than ever before.
We're fucking back.
We're fucking
here to moan, to groan about the MCU.
Sort your shit out, Kevin. Sort it out. You said you polished your turds. You haven't, mate. They're just as shitty as they were before, man.
I swear to God, I'm going to go to the cinema later this month. I'm going to go get myself a Galactus popcorn bucket, 90 quid down. Going to watch myself a Fantastic Fun. If it's not good, K-Dog, that's it. We're done.
If Pedro Pascal even provides the wrong fucking emotion, I'm going to fucking headbutt you, Kevin.
If I don't see a tear go down Pedro Pascal's face, I swear to God I'm going to flip my lid, mate.
Do you know what? Actually, what I haven't said, just quickly before we go, best bit of Ironheart so far, episode 2, they mentioned Spy Kids twice. Love that reference because I used to love Spy Kids as a child. So I did think...
What a beautiful way to finish. Dear listener, thank you for listening to episode 170.
Wow.
We'll see you next week for some more. Don't worry, we will be back. Missed ya.
Toodle schmoodle do.